everyone! In today's video, I'm going to be starting a new series in which I'm going to be doing a one brand tutorial. This time, I'm going to start with Fenty because we're going to be trying the new powder foundation. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so since I wanted to try this powder foundation, I think that this is going to be very interesting because I have a combination skin. Let's see if this is going to work for people that have oily and combination skin to make your foundation last longer. Generally, powder foundations are super recommended for people that have that type of skin. So I decided to do, instead of doing the regular wear test and all that, to do a full face tutorial using everything Fenty. So I can revisit some of my favorite products also from Fenty and let you know what I think about them. I can use them all together and see if they really going to work together too. That's important also to know. I'm going to be playing with a lot of all these too and let you know why I love them. So let's do the eyes. So we have that out of the way. And I'm going to be doing my base using the P. Louis base. Okay, now that my base is done, I'm going to be using two palettes today. I'm going to be using the Moroccan palette that I don't know why people don't like this palette. I know maybe it's not the finest formula out there. Well, the original price was a little bit high for the type of formula it has. It's not a formula easy to work, I understand that, but it's not a bad formula either. I love like the whole color scheme. I feel like it's very cute, but a lot of people really don't like this palette. But I kind of enjoy it. So I'm going to be using that one, and I'm going to be using also these mini palettes. I bought a bundle from Sephora for the holidays, which came with the mascara, and I'm going to be using that one too. This one is the purple one, and these are the shades that it has, so I'm going to be using a combination of the both. I'm going to be telling you the names of the shades as always, and I'm going to start with the Moroccan palette with the shade Come and Get It. And I'm going to be using that shade as a transition. I'm going to try to do a little easy but also cute type of look because I want to play with the purples on the tiny palette. Let's do that. You see, like, it's not a bad formula. It's not an easy formula to work with because it can be a little bit patchy sometimes, but it's not bad. And it has good pigmentation. And this shade is beautiful. I love the color. I really, really love this color. It's very, very beautiful. To intensify a little bit that shade and goes towards the purple side, I'm going to be using the shade, it's on the back, all the names. That's the thing I don't like. That's the only thing I really don't like. Fess Up. And I'm going to use it in the outer corners to intensify a little bit and start working towards the middle so we can add the purple. This is kind of a brown with that purple undertone on it, but it's a beautiful shade too. Look at that. And it looks so beautiful together with the shade that we had before. Very, very nice. I really, really like this shade. So now moving to the small palette, I'm going to start working with this purple here, which is called Violet Vibes. And I'm going to take it with my finger and see if applying it like that is going to give me full pigmentation. And I'm going to apply it in the middle towards the inner corner. Beautiful purple. It's gorgeous, look at that. And I'm going to take another shade from the same palette to work in the inner corners. And the next shade is Royal Dazzle. And I'm going to take a pencil brush and apply it on my inner corners. Let me see if I can do it with it. No, I think I'm gonna use my fingers better. Because this formula is like the Super Shock Shadows kind of vibe. That it's wet but not cream formula. It's just like a cream to powder. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful. So gorgeous. Whoa. Yeah, definitely this formula of these little palettes are way better than the Moroccan palette. But I don't think the Moroccan palette is a bad palette anyways. I should have used this finger. What I'm doing. Wow. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Very, very nice. Look at that shine. I'm just going to mix it here together so I make sure that it blends well with the purple. And I'm kind of wanna do something darker here in the outer part, so I'm going to take the Moroccan palette and I'm gonna move to the shade called Hennessy. This is a shimmery shade, but I'm just going to apply here just to create more drama there. And I'm going to blend it very well with the purple. It gave me more of a smoky feeling and it looks beautiful with the purple. Okay, I'm gonna leave the eyes for now and I'm gonna move to the face and I'm going to start prepping my skin. I don't have like a primer or anything from Fenty, so I'm going to use to prime my Farsali Liquid Glass Serum and apply just a tiny bit on the skin. Okay, I don't want to use the powder foundation as the only foundation because I don't generally use my makeup or do my makeup like that. I use the powder foundations to set my center of the face or my T-zone, which is the zone that gets more oily through the day. So that's how I do it. So I want to apply everything as I do all the time. So I'm going to be using for foundation the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. And I'm going to apply this all over my face. I love this foundation. It's super hydrating. Even though I have combination skin, I love how my skin looks with it. And since my T-zone is the only part that gets very, very oily, the rest of my face looks beautiful through the day. So I just set the center of my face very well when I use this foundation. And generally, I don't have any issues. I love how my skin looks with this foundation. It's beautiful. You can see it there, that it looks super healthy. And I use a very tiny bit of it because I don't like very heavy foundation application. This one is definitely buildable. If you want to apply more, you can, but I feel like this is enough and my skin looks beautiful. For concealer, of course, I'm using Fenty, of course, and this is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer, and I have two shades, the 330 and 310. The 330 is my same skin color, and the 310 I use it to illuminate the center of the face generally. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply the 310 here, very close to the inner part of my eyes, just to bring light to that part there, a little bit here in the center on my upper lip and here on my chin. And this is going to bring light to the center of my face. And I'm gonna use the same foundation brush. The concealer is not my favorite. I have to be very frontal and honest with it because I feel it's a little too dry for my liking. And I have dry under eyes, so it kind of starts separating sometimes when I'm wearing it for long hours. But it's not about formula if you have normal to oily skin under your eyes because it's going to help you with that. But if you have dry skin like I do, it might be good that you use something to moisturize your under eyes first. And I like to use my fingers, like I set it with my fingers very well under my eyes because it's a very drying formula. It's not a bad formula again, but it's not for everyone. And I do apply a tiny bit only because of that. But if you have very deep under eyes, maybe you can apply a second layer so you can cover a little bit more. But for now, for me, that's great. You know what? Before setting my under eyes, let's do all the creams. That's more intelligent. And I'm going to be bronzing using the cream bronzer. And this is in the shade Teddy. This is the Cheeks Out bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's very nice. It's buildable and it has a gray undertone. It's very easy to use if you are into creams. This one is going to be very nice for you. And even if you're not an expert, you can use this cream, and it's going to be super easy because it's super buildable, it's super light, it's not intimidating, so you're gonna be playing with it, and even if you mess up, it's easy to correct. So definitely I would suggest, if you wanna invest in this cream contour or cream bronzer, to do so, especially if you are a beginner on this type of makeup. Okay, you can see it's super light, but it's there. So it's very nice. I love this product. And I'm going to be using also in cream the Strawberry Drip Cheeks Out Blush. This was also a new product that they released. I think they released it last year or the year before in conjunction with the bronzer. So super, super nice. And I love this shade. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Super nice. I wish they have this also in a powder version. They need to make powder blushes, definitely. Super, super cute. Okay, so now I'm going to be setting with the banana powder the under eyes only, because we're gonna set the rest of the face with the new powder foundation. So let me take a little brush like this, and I'm going to apply it only my under eyes, because the powder foundation is actually the same color of my skin. So it can make my under eyes a little darker, and I don't like that. I like that part to be illuminated. I'm setting that there. And I love this powder formula. It's super fine and mild, so it gives that blurring effect when you apply it. And it's super, super nice and super light. I love that. So that's what I'm gonna do now, because we're gonna move to the powder foundation now. And I'm going to be applying this, not using this little sponge that it comes with, because I feel like if you wanna use the sponge, then it's because you're not gonna have more or any other foundation but this one. Since I already applied a liquid foundation, let's do a brush. And I'm going to try to apply it around the cream bronzer and blush so we don't erase it, basically. And I'm going to apply it here to set my makeup, my upper lip, my nose, the center of the face. And it really looks super nice. Like if you wanna set your makeup with it, it's actually very nice. Like you can see how it really blurred the skin and set the foundation super nicely. Super cool. So I'm gonna move to the bronzer now, and I'm gonna set the bronzer using the powder bronze. And this is in the shade Island Thing. And I'm basically setting my bronzer using a powder bronzer. This bronzer is also super nice because it's very light too and buildable. So also if you're a beginner, it's going to be very, very easy to work with. That's what I like. I feel like whenever a powder bronzer is too heavy or too pigmented, people tend to be afraid of it. It is easier to make mistakes whenever it's very, very dark or pigmented at once. But if it's light and you can just build it to how you want it, it's easier and it's friendly for everybody. And I'm going to set my blush using another blush because she doesn't have a blush. So I'm gonna be using the Kenya Ontiveros palette, and I'm gonna be using a little bit of this one here. Super nice. I love the foundation. Like, look, it looks super cool. Let's finish our eyes. So let me go back to the Moroccan palette, and I'm going to smoke out the shade Saffron in the bottom of the lid. And I'm going to take this pencil brush and I'm going to apply a little bit of this shade from the same palette called Sahara Stunna. This is like a pinky shimmer shade, and I'm going to use it here in the inner part. It's a beautiful pink shade that's going to go super nicely with what we have on. Perfect. And that's all I'm gonna do in my eyes. Let's do the mascara. I'm going to be applying the Fenty mascara in full frontal because I'm black. That's the shade. This is my first time actually trying this mascara, so let's see how it is. Wow, it did make my lashes look longer. I don't know if you guys are able to see that there, but they do look longer. Super, super nice. Let's do the other eye. The brush is a little tricky with that flat end, but I guess it's working. Let's do the bottom lashes. It's a very nice mascara. It's not like the best mascara I've tried, but it's a nice mascara. I just have to clean here. I made a boo-boo there. But I'm gonna wait for it to dry up. While it dries, I'm going to do my brows, and I'm gonna be using the Brow MVP. The shade I use is dark brown. I love this little brush that it comes with. It's super cool. And I really like this brow product. It's easy to work with. I love fine pencils because I can draw hair-like strokes very nice. And this is a nice color for me too. It's not too dark, it's not too light. I think it's very cool. Okay, for highlighter, I have this too. This is the mini diamond bomb in How Many Carats? And the other one is the Kilowatt, and I have the Me Money and Hustler Baby. So I think I'm going to use both. And I'm going to be using Hustler Baby first, which is this one. It's super beautiful. And I'm going to apply this one first because I want that golden undertone that it has. I love it. Look at that. Look at the shine. Very, very beautiful. Look at that beautiful shine. Let's do a little bit here. And I'm going to use the diamond bomb only in the higher parts of my cheekbones, and I'm going to use my fingers for it because I think it applies best with the fingers and only in the higher parts here. So I have that extra shine there. Look at that. Very beautiful. And it gives me that extra wetness. I love it. The last step is going to be my lips, and I bought two of the new Creams lip glosses, and these are the Gloss Bomb Cream in Fenty Glow and Honey Waffles. This is how they look like. Beautiful. I have from the OG ones, the Fenty Glow. You can see how loved it is that the cap is all messed up already because I use it like a lot. And I have this is the Fenty Glow, and this is the Diamond Milk. I don't use this one as often because of that white undertone. It's a little bit too milky for me. When I'm wearing a super pigmented color, when I use this Diamond Milk on top, it becomes beautiful, like it transforms the shade. And I also got this mini in the same bundle where I got the Diamond Bomb, and this is the Fuzzy. So I don't know which one to try, but definitely I want to try the cream ones. So Fenty Glow I think is going to be the best with the eye look. So let's do that. And I also have these two formulas. This is the matte formula lipstick, the Matte Moiselle in single. And I have the Stana lip paint in an unattached, which is this one. But I think it's going to be too much for my lips. I'm going to apply a little bit of single in my lips before applying the Fenty Glow cream. And right now I only have lip balm, so let's apply this and just a tiny bit so I have like a base color there, not too much. I'm going to use my finger to distribute it to the entire lips and remove any excess. I just want a tiny color, tiny bit of color. And I have here the Fenty Glow cream. Let's do this on top. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. I really love lip glosses, so I'm sold whenever a brand comes with lip glosses and they're good, like this one. Gorgeous, I love it. I really, really love the entire face, like the entire look is beautiful, it's flawless. Rihanna did it. So that's it, guys. This is the final look. As you can see, it's super nice, very cute, and you know, with a touch of color, but for you to wear it every day. It's nothing too dramatic that you won't be able to wear it to go out, or even working with this is going to be gorgeous. I love the foundation. It's very, very nice. I love the finish. I really recommend it if you have combination skin to give it a try. I'm not doing a wear test today, but I'm definitely giving it a try and wear it for a long time to see how they work. But I really feel like it's going to work well because my skin is looking beautiful, and you can see it's not as matte as you would think it would be. And I don't know if maybe the foundation is also giving a little bit more of a fresh look, but I really like it. Everything else, you know, for me is a win. I really like the foundation, the hydrating foundation. The eyeshadows for me are a super hit. The tiny one, this one, definitely get them because they're beautiful. The cream lip glosses, also beautiful. You can see these lips, they look super juicy and super nice, so definitely for me it's a hit. And that's it, guys. That's all I tried today. If you like the series, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video and share it with your friends. And that's it, I guess. I see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yo. Yo.